I just thought I'd give you a tour of a rental property that we own. It's kind of maybe a future business location. I mean, it's in a great place in town, but it's not perfectly suited yet. Some work would need done. But what I just got completed today, there's always maintenance things in a rental, is this horizontal pipe here. We'll start here where it goes down the stack. This is the main toilet stack for the house, which is on like the far side of the house from where the sewer leaves the house. Anyways, there had been a clog here, but it magically vanished on its own. And when it clogged up, it filled this pipe with water. And you can imagine a 4-inch pipe full of water and other effluent. Yeah, I was playing turd herder. T-U-R-D-H-E-R-D-E-R. Turd herder. These straps here, where it meets the wall, had rusted through on most of that portion, so it made it really weak. And the water filled the pipe and broke it off right here. I already threw out the pieces. So I had to patch in new elbow, a coupler, put in new strapping, and I used my Makita impact drill, just my cordless one, which worked great. It's not an SDS drill, it's just a normal drill driver with a hammer function. And since this whole thing, 15 feet on the side or so, had fallen on the ground, I didn't want to wrestle the whole thing, which would have been pretty much impossible to put it back. I just cut it there because I bought an extra coupler just in case, and I used it. So I was able to get that piece back in, and then this piece back in, and I was using the tie down, like a ratchet strap to the rafters, or at least the floor joists, I guess, to hold up the pieces that I was working on while gluing them together. And this had broken off here at the Y also, where they had patched into the main stack. They cut the iron and then used these Fernco fittings to reattach the whole stack with this middle piece. Sometime in the future, I want to replace all this with PVC. Also, the whole house is heated with this, well, that's hot, of course, 1.25 inch copper that runs to baseboards. And I'll show you the baseboards in a little bit. Hopefully without intruding on my tenant's privacy. I mean, she's a relative, so she's okay. She knows I'm in the house. Anyways, got that all put back together. And this is maybe asbestos floor. It's a huge basement. I forget how many square feet the house is, 1,500 square feet maybe. It's got a fireplace in the basement. And then here's that pipe. It continues on over this bit of pipe here. They could have maybe tied in there, but it's not a good idea to go from like 4 to 3. I don't know why they didn't just dig, because the sewer drain, they could have just cut a little bit of concrete right here and put the pipe down through there. Because that's where the sewer drain is. It runs along the middle here, and that's where it goes through the wall in the other room, which is over there. And there's a trap, I don't know why. And then the sewer drain, which was for the business side of this property, goes outside. This is outside here. And then it goes underneath the pool patio, and then in underneath the business property, which is on the other side of this wall. Let me show you the baseboards in this house. We've had this house for 3 years. So there's, is it 3 years? We bought it at the end of 2015. So yeah, 3 years we've had this. So it has normal baseboards in this part of the kitchen. But here's the baseboard heat in the house. It's nested into the wall. Now I'm pretty sure these are only 2x4 walls. So they cut out most of the stud to fit that in there. So, good thing this isn't earthquake country. Anyways, moving on. Again, maintaining my tenant's privacy. Okay, we're in the business side. The business here, this would have been like their office, I think. It's just kind of got a bunch of stuff from my tenant in here. This is a display wall for urns, presumably, and other stuff. Because this business, here we're in the other half of the building, it's a lot quieter, was a funeral home. Very nice plush carpet. It's a little bit of an echo. I don't have heat on in here because the, well, you see the heat registers there? There's coons in the attic, and the coons pretty much destroyed all the flex duct. So I just have the heat disconnected in here, and we use it for storage of stuff. At some point in the future, we think we want to put a veterinary hospital here, but we're not sure. And then that the sewer line on the other side of this wall is outside, comes from outside under the patio, and then presumably somewhere in here, I'm not sure exactly where. And that water has all dehydrated or evaporated out because I had that water line break off a while ago, and I just shut off the water in here to make sure nobody would, you know, use any water and pour that into the basement. And this place needs a little bit of work. Like, first off, all the HVAC. There's very little insulation in the ceiling. Right outside the wall here is, you guys can't really see that, but it's ground level is right above the floor, and this sometimes floods and makes the walls wet. So that's something we have to address in the future. And here's the cool part is, so I'm not sure exactly where the caskets would come in. Maybe down here, or maybe in through this door. But this is the old embalming room. Obviously not up to code anymore. This is like a little workshop that I had set up here when I was working on the house. Mainly to do, like, I have a lot of trim here that's half painted. I see I have to paint that. Because I had refinished all the floors upstairs in the house. And I took off all this toe molding. And I have to put it back now. So that's a project for another day. This is a really cool old sink. I don't even... Yeah, I have the water shut off to this side of the house. So it's not just like the valves, the stopcocks. The whole water to this side of the house is, or business, whatever, is shut off. Yeah, nothing super exciting in here, except that there's many, many dead people in my workshop, which is totally okay with me. It doesn't bother me at all. I suppose I could shut the lights off. So hope you enjoyed that little tour. There's a whole lot more to it, but I don't really want to reveal where this is. And also maintain my tenant's privacy. But I might have more videos here in the future. Probably will. Let me know if you guys want more of this type of stuff, because I don't know what you guys like. I know you love water wheels, and I'm working on that. My next project is in process. So I'll see you around.